Hello and welcome to a new video. My name is Guthrie and today we shall be looking at the Raspberry Pi. What is a Raspberry Pi, you might ask? Well, the object that you're looking at is. A Raspberry Pi is a single board computer, or an SBC for short, meaning it's an entire computer sitting on one small motherboard. So let's take a closer look, shall we? Here it is in a case, and it's already connected up to a USB keyboard and mouse, as well as HDMI and a power cord, but we're just going to look at it here without any of that installed. As you can see, there's an SD card here, and this isn't a case, just in case you were wondering. Get it? Case? I was not planning on that. So we're just going to show you how it looks. Here we have our ports on this side, and we're going to take the case off of it now so you can see how it looks. If I can just get this top off, there we go. And then there's this, the two side panels that protect the sides and the ports, as well as those GPIO pins, which we can talk about a little bit, as well as that top section of the case. And then we can finally just pop it out of the bottom, if I can figure that out. But it should just come out. So, there we go. That is the case gone, and there's the board itself. It's very small. It's about the size of a credit card. We're just going to look through some of the features of it. So that's one side of it, and you can see there's the GPIO pins there. There's sort of the back view. There is a side view, or one of the sides I should say. And there we go, just looking at it on top. This has a ARM CPU and GPU, as well as a gig of RAM and an onboard Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module. So it's pretty much a functioning desktop PC. Just very small and, not super powerful, but it definitely works. So looking at some of the ports on it, as you can see, we've got an Ethernet, and we have 4 USB 2.0 ports. We've also got this audio video composite jack, as well as this HDMI and micro USB power input, and those 40 GPIO pins. On the bottom, we do have our micro SD card slot. I used a 32 gigabyte SD card, or micro SD card I should say, to run my operating system. So now I'm just going to put it back in the case. This is the technically official Raspberry Pi case from the Raspberry Pi Foundation. You can use a different case. This one just looked clean and I liked it. So that's what I went with. I'm going to put everything back. Then I'm going to plug it in, and I'll show you sort of what it looks like again with the case and just like a little view so I can talk about it, as well as a very brief overview of the Raspbian desktop. And it's not going to be super great because I VNC'd into it, not actually recorded the HDMI output. So this is a very powerful and very usable credit card sized computer. For what it is, I'd say I'm impressed. Things are getting smaller and more compact, and this is a great example of that technology. This is something that could be used in a library, in a school, at home, maybe even like a senior center. So now we're just going to plug it back in. We're going to plug in our keyboard and mouse here. That's sort of just one cable, so don't worry about that. Our HDMI right there, which can go into a monitor, and you can also use the audio video if you'd like, but I have an HDMI monitor. Then there's no on or off switch, so we're going to just plug in the micro USB power adapter, and that will turn it on. So let's look at the desktop. Here you can see we've got a whole bunch of menus here in the start menu, alternative technically. So we have a bunch of different pre-built apps. There's a terminal, a file manager. Here you can see the little VNC logo up there. But it's a very usable and very nice Raspberry Pi device, and it has a really cool operating system. This is Raspbian once again. It is a Debian sort of fork. I don't know the correct word for it, but it's based off Debian, and it's awesome. Like, it's just really impressive, and I'm really happy with it. I think it works great. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please press that subscribe button, like it, and comment for more, and tell me what you want to see, tell me what you liked about this video, what you did not like, and I will see you all next time.